Brosplay! Welcome back to the Gardens of Reflection.
Welcome back to the City of Brass.
Welcome back
City of Brass.
to
The City of Copper and Aluminum Alloy.
the City of Evil. I'm invisible.
If you don't move, I think you're invisible.
Wow.
Yeah. But why would you not move?
Oh yeah, these are the traps in this area.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I gotta whip the eye.
So, what's it with you being totally unharmed by a trap once you've activated it? You could just walk right through those spikes in the last area.
It didn't work, but they did anyway. There was no other way to get through them. Like they timed them so they go off immediately as you walk through.
Right, and then they would have presented a barrier.
Right. So like, you have to hit it and then walk through, and that's like, I guess the solution.
Definitely try and open some shit.
Open some shit.
Yeah, because it's like you've got this thing right now that's giving you like extra wealth.
Oh. Here, take some extra wealth.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy just spawns people.
Ah, interesting.
All right. I got this. Yoink. Whatcha? Wind's whippy tail.
So you said there's 4 areas, right?
I think so.
So I feel like we should have saved our wishes for the areas 2, 3, and 4.
Save your wishes.
Trust your instincts.
Do not contact me. I mean, sorry, no. You must contact me. You must bow down to their wishes. What's going on over here? I already wished it. I already wished, bro.
It is because I wished it so. So here's a question.
This thing shoots spears. I forgot about that. Oh, Jesus.
So, you're not allowed to wish for more wishes, but are you allowed to wish for more genies? That's the real question.
Can you just wish that there's no, can you wish that the rules about wishing are different?
Well, do you know what my first wish would be if I had a genie and they told me that, like, you have 3 wishes? My first wish would be, I wish you couldn't lie to me.
Haha.
That would be my first wish for sure, because then you can ask them questions like, is there any other way to get a wish?
Yep.
And they would have no choice but to tell you.
I don't know what half of that shit did, but it's fine.
I don't know, but you're gonna beat people with a torch, so that's pretty cool.
I'm sorry, Pigeon, dude.
No, he's fine. He's fine. Look at him.
He's a ghost.
He's moving. He's fine.
He's a phantom.
He's a phantom. He's a phantom.
Do you remember Danny Phantom?
Yeah, the TV show?
Yeah.
I remember Danny Phantom. He was a ghost, wasn't he? He was a ghost boy.
No, he was a phantom.
He was a ghost boy.
He was right there in the theme song.
No.
He's a phantom.
Yeah, it's dun dun. He's a phantom. He's a phantom.
I'm a phantom. He's a phantom. Ow! He's a phantom. Chicka-pum-tum.
He's a Danny the Phantom. Yeah, it was a decent show.
Danny, are you okay? Are you okay, Danny?
Wasn't that like one of those shows where the premise is like, so his parents were phantom hunters and he's a phantom?
Yeah, something like that. I'm sure it was.
One of those classic, oh, but now he's at odds with his family because they hunt the thing that he is.
Hunting people, saving things.
Sounds like a really shitty company, like the way they would have their mission statement written out. Like saving people, collaborating, synergy. Just stupid shit.
What is that? Is it an invisible thing or is it floating? What is that? What is that?
What are you looking at?
That. Oh, there's a shadow. What was that? Look at these. I can't stun those guys because they have cages on their heads.
Well, that's one reason to wear a cage on your head.
Despite all my rage, it is difficult to stun me, okay?
Yeah, man. It's all about that spider of rage.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. That seemed to hurt quite a bit.
I'm trying to whip that fire back into her face. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. You can't.
Oh, she's gone. She gone.
You can't. You dead. It'd be much better if they made that noise.
It would be, yeah.
Or if the collective wind just kind of like made them whistle all the time.
Do they just see you, or do you have to step on a pad?
Yeah,
oh,
they're like just traditional traps. I'm surprised I've lived so long on 1 health. Look at me.
Don't say things like that.
Look at me living so long on 1 health.
Don't say things like that.
Look at me living so long on half a health. Look at me living so long. I'm using the thong.
Yeah, well, the thong helps.
I'm
right?
thinging a thong.
Thinging a thong.
Thinging a thong about Mike Tyson.
Yeah, you're gonna be the heavyweight champ soon.
Heavyweight champ of Let's Plays?
Yes.
You know it.
Absolutely.
Get out of my way, PB and Jeff.
PB and Jeff?
Yeah.
Is that an actual person?
It's a Let's Play, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was for a second. I was wondering if that was the heavyweight champion, PB and Jeff.
PB and Jeff is probably the highest energy you will find in YouTube Let's Play. It's unbelievably, like those guys must be just cranking candies, chocolates, and Skittles to get that kind of energy.
I would just find if our energy was that high, I would run out of shit to say really quickly. I sometimes find that low energies help.
It's not a huge issue when you don't have anything to say in the first place. That's what a lot of YouTubers have this, like, it's really great. Like, there's nothing to lose because they're not actually doing good stuff, you know? It's like, what do you mean my content degraded? It was never...
Yeah, it was never good to begin with.
Good, yeah.
Don't pretend I was good to begin with. How dare you?
Ooh.
I have always been this mediocre.
How dare you?
Don't get the respect I deserve for my mediocrity.
Can't get no respect.
No respect.
A little beyond our time, but I like this area because I don't have to deal with fucking spike traps.
Yeah, those don't hurt you, eh? Those little vine traps.
No, they slow you down, and there's very little things to deal with. Very few things that like require speed, so it's not really that balanced.
Okay.
It would be if a lot of things were shooting fireballs at me, but
Shooting fireballs.
you know, just shooting fireballs.
You know, that's one of my favorite pastimes, shooting fireballs.
I can't believe I'm still alive. I have too much money. I can't even spend it fast enough.
I love that thing that you have.
Yeah.
That thing's pretty wild.
It's pretty neat.
What I do find a little bothersome about games like this is like you're about to die. Well, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That was rude. You may die. Ah! I did it.
Yes!
Brigand.
Bring it on. Look at that big guy.
He's
Wow.
a brigand. Oh Jesus, that is
He's
a
getting
huge guy.
fucked by spikes, dude.
Gotta get fucked by something.
If you're gonna get fucked, you might as well get fucked by something.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see this brigand. So are they all women?
No. This is a woman. That's a lady.
Oh, that's
a
a
guy.
dude.
That's a lady. That's a lady. That's a guy.
Of course.
Or no.
Classic woman mentality. They would put the fool as a man. This is so
Yeah, it's a dude.
Matriarchy.
Matriarchy. Matriarchal.
Yeah.
I can be one of these guys.
Hellion. The Hell Lion.
And a revenant. That's all they've done so far. Weaker than other rivals, but faster on their feet. Press run to throw a knife. When it's empty, hit the button again or Y to equip a new set of knives. All right.
Interesting. So hopefully he doesn't have less health,
Oops.
but he probably will.
Oh no, that's right. That's right. We can just skip to level 4. Yay! Isn't that cool?
That is really cool.
I think that's so cool but the downside is there is a balance to that. Is that I haven't got any shit.
Yeah.
I have no money. I haven't got any better weapons
Oh, I see.
or recruitment.
I see. So what did it say about running out of knives? You only have 3?
Oh shit! He's
For
he's a
real?
full-on melee guy.
Oh. No, you have
Not sure I like this.
plenty of knives. This seems kind of boring though.
Yeah.
I much preferred being able to smack people in the face.
Yeah. Well, maybe I can get better weapons. You know.
And you
Maybe-
only have 3 health bars. Did you have 4 on your other guy?
Yes.
Ah.
Remember, weaker than the other rivals.
I wonder if the soldier would have had extra.
Soldier Boy.
Soldier boy got extra health.
Watch him go and extra health. That's Superman. That health.
Superman that health.
Now watch me. You watch that healthy boy. Woo, watch that healthy boy.
What did Soldier Boy do to get everyone upset with him?
He resold. He pretended to make a console, but resold cheap consoles that weren't his.
Okay.
And then I don't know if he even sold them.
Even worse than that, what was it, Enyo or
Anya?
No, what was the name of that the game system? The Yayo? No,
the Ouya.
Ouya, that's it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine it was called Yayo? That would have been hilarious.
Yayo!
Got the yams?
Got the yams, got the yayo. I'm whipping for days here, bro. Can't even describe how many whips. Boom. Fuck you.
An amalgam of stumbling.
Yeah.
And I've always thought that word, amalgam, would be way better pronounced as amalgam.
That's actually like, Mal from...
I'm just gonna sit here for a bit. Do I know what?
Mal from...
Firefly? I think you missed a chest, by the way.
It's actually short for amalgam of stumbling. He's a bit of a stumbler.
They call me Malcolm Reynolds for short, but really it's Amalgam Reynolds.
Amalgam?
Amalgam Reynolds.
Amalgam
Reynolds, yeah.
Amalgam Reynolds.
We actually stopped watching Firefly, me and the girlfriend, because we started watching Dark Matter and we realized they're the same show. Like in a lot of ways. They're not identical, but they're
space shows. But you want to also say that Farscape and there's a bunch of shows.
Well, I don't know anything about Farscape, but in Firefly you have a group of plucky adventurers all on a ship going around doing adventures. And in Dark Matter, other than the fact that they don't know who they are, like you got a bunch of plucky adventurers all on the same ship.
Yeah, but Dark Matter's about adventures. Characters who used to be different characters. It has a completely different world. Firefly.
But I just saying they fill the same niche. It's kind of like I don't want to have two plucky gang space shows going on at the same time.
Why not?
Because I would much rather watch Spartacus and Dark Matter at the same time. Because Spartacus is the best.
Yeah, you know what they should have done with Spartacus? I feel like they missed an opportunity. When they had the second actor play Spartacus, the third season should have had a different actor play Spartacus, because the whole point of Spartacus is that he is all indentured people, right?
Oh.
There's even a part where he sends Crixus and what's his name to different cities
to pretend that they're him,
and they say, "Who are you?" "I'm Spartacus." If
so you think they should have just had Spartacus die?
No. They should have had Spartacus played by a different character with consistent elements of his character each time. Like he's the same character, different actor.
In every season?
In every season. It was already like gonna be a challenge to.
So the idea is you think season 1 is Andy Whitfield, season whatever the Vengeance one, would have been a different guy, and then the 4th one with Crassus would have been a different guy.
Yep.
Interesting. It would have, like you said, it was already disjointed.
Yeah.
So it's really not that much worse.
Plus the technically third season, but the third or the second in the proper lineage was really not up to par. The final season is fantastic and I enjoyed it a lot. But I felt like that what is it called? Vengeance?
Yeah, I think it's called Spartacus Vengeance.
That one was just not, it was just rough. It just didn't feel like it was being done by the same people with the same passion.
What I found was rough about it was it had way too much slow motion action.
Oh yeah,
it hit too hard on the slow motion action.
It's supposed to be a It's supposed to be slow motion is for emphasis, but you don't need to see anything when a character's just doing a flip. You're supposed to slow shit down when you can't see what's happening. Like Deadpool is a perfect example in that opening scene when he's fucking people up in the car,
yeah.
And it slow-mos as his crotch hits the dude's face, and it shows you a bunch of like things you never would have seen.
Yeah, expressions on their faces.
Yeah, that's what slow motion's for.
That's actually what pissed me off about Game of Thrones when Arya has that little skirmish with Brienne of Tarth.
Yes.
And she does that super epic knife move that you can barely even see in the show.
It's because it's cut into two pieces.
Yeah.
When she can actually do it, I've seen behind the scenes photos or videos of her actually doing that knife move, and that was a big missed opportunity.
Yeah, because I remember seeing the behind the scenes and being far more impressed than I was when I saw the actual show.
Yeah, I remember seeing it and going, when was that?
Yeah.
Is that the new season?
And let's, I think that's just another example of just how, season 7 and 8 just left something to be desired.
Of course they did. They're not even close.
Well, they left a lot to be desired. They really did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what would have been a much better ending? Is if just Varus copied himself with magic, and it was just all Varus. And then they did a final season where it was like the world is in harmony because the entire world is Varus.
They're walking like an army.
Yeah.
Side by side.
With their hands in their robes.
Yeah. There's 200,000 of them all encroaching on the Golden Company, and they're all just saying in unison, "I serve the realm."
For the realm. For the realm.
For the realm.
For the realm.
Every time they kill someone, for the realm.
For the realm. That'd be great. That would have been a much better ending.
And then Varys is just sitting there in a room. I'm not the one doing it. I'm not the
one
one doing it.
Oh, that's what they say all the time, though. They're just stabbing dudes all collectively. I'm not the one doing it. I'm not the one doing it.
Oh my god. That could have worked. That could have worked, bro.
Would have been a better character flip.
Oh, man. I also liked your idea. I think it would have been kind of cool if instead of being burned by Drogon, he was actually eaten by Drogon.
Yeah, it's more brutal. They removed...
Speaking of more brutal.
Oh yeah, look at that. Like my barbs.
Jesus.
They didn't add any sort of sound to him getting lit on fire. That's disappointing.
Really?
Yeah, it just happens silently. I'm trying to get my spear back from this guy. Thank you.
So can you not regen this one the way you could the other?
I can, but it's slow.
Ah, I see.
Oh, this guy. Like it takes this much time, and I would rather do this. Wow.
Did he just avoid that?
Fucker. Yeah, and then he tried to whip crack me.
Animal. He's got a whip of his own?
He
demolished you. Holy. I also don't think this is a good character.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think this is a good character. Because you can't slash. I think slashing was hugely effective for you in the first play that we had.
All right. Well,
so who'd you start with?
I started with the woman to the right, but she's the same character as this guy.
The Traveler?
She's just a woman.
Oh, so what? A woman's not good enough for you?
She's a woman.
What are you trying to say, brother?
I got a special sword off the bat, and I'm gonna use it on my stumbling.
Yeah.
Oh, 2000s singer.
Amalgam.
Garden of Reflection. Loading. Yeah, he's got a very cocky attitude.
The fool does?
The fool.
The fool.
Ever the fool.
Is he gonna make the same super repetitive whip noises?
Yeah.
Not as bad.
It's quiet.
Yeah, it's quieter. This is the opposite of the criticism you had of Wolfenstein. Where all the game audio needed to be louder so you could hear it. That chick needs to be quieter so you can't hear her.
Stared at that screen on that part of that video when I said that you couldn't turn down the
Yeah.
I stared at it for the longest time to make sure that I was right about it.
Yeah, so you weren't gonna be in. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because it's one thing when you get opinions wrong, but when you just get straight up facts wrong, it ruins your credibility. And there's been times where I've been writing videos about a game that I just started playing, and I'm like, this is terrible, it's poorly designed, and blah blah blah. And then as I'm playing it, I'm like, no, it's not. I'm just a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you just couldn't figure it out.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what I mean by teaching your player properly. Because accessibility is like the core of people understanding your game, and if they don't understand it, they think it's terrible. Did you see that?
Kind of. I didn't really know what happened.
One of them hit it, but it like delayed, so it looked like it homed in on her. But yeah, if people don't understand your game, they'll think it's bad. You need to teach people properly, and not by stopping everything and expecting them to read a paragraph of information.
Because similarly, they will think your game is bad.
Well, no, people won't do that in general. I just think it's not good to teach people that way. Like, you never played Magic the Gathering, eh?
No.
It is dense. But it's the type of game that's designed for people who want to spend a shit ton of time on it. It's like it's an investment of your time. It requires so much understanding. there are rules to the game, but cards do things. They change how the game is played. They change rules all the time. So like there'll be a card that's like every time you lose a monster, like draw a card, and then you can combine it with like every time you draw a card, discard a different one, and you can make like the enemy do crazy shit with them with their deck, and you can do stuff to your deck, and because like that, to explain that game to somebody would take as long as there are cards. Like
right.
As long as there are new cards, it's always going to change how the game is played.
Which I've always found bittersweet. It just means that every time you play that game, it's a different game, which is cool, but can also be frustrating.
Yeah, and I've been told about like some pretty interesting strategies in that game. Like one guy got milled, which is when the enemy figures out a way to get you to just continuously draw cards
until your deck runs out.
Yeah, and he lost because he had nothing to play.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's it's the same rule in Yu-Gi-Oh. If you run out of cards to draw, you lose. Yeah.
Interesting game. It's always going to be hard for me to get behind a game with that much randomness.
Yes.
Like this game's got randomness, but not in the sense like I enjoyed Hearthstone many times, but it became really hard to get behind when it felt like someone just can get on top by having a better draw.
Yeah, there's no level playing field either.
But that too. But like, and you know, some like the experts will say that you're supposed to build a deck to have the highest chance of doing well, and be like a beginning heavy or an end heavy character. What did I do to her?
You tranced her somehow? Oh, that's the Armor of Alliance. She's on your team.
Wow.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. I got a whip. Oh, I got an ice whip. Watcha.
Ooh, that's
not a nice
cool.
whip, an ice whip.
Yeah, an ice whip, not a nice whip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. I like that they come out green like a plutonium stick.
No, it's plant. It's the Beyond Spike. It's the Beyond Spike Trap. It's the 100% plant-based.
Yeah,
spike.
I was actually wondering if you were making a joke there.
Is that like that feels like a trick, the Beyond Meat products that I'm seeing.
So Beyond Meat is a company as far as I understand.
That's
so they
why.
create a type of false meat, which has now, I've seen it at 2 different restaurants.
Yes, me too.
I have to try it now.
Well, I mean,
really
I'm gonna
do.
try it, but is that a trick to say 100% plant-based?
What do you mean?
Like, it's not all plant. It's just that the base is all plant. It feels like a trick to me.
I don't think so. I think when they say 100% plant-based, don't kill her, it has to be only made out of plant materials. Because I'm pretty sure there's
Too much
zero.
going on here.
I'm pretty sure there's zero animal in it at all, including insects. Even though I think that's really what they should do. I personally would think that would make more sense. There's much better protein in insects than there is in plants.
I wish that I gave you
I
the
digress.
attention.
Yeah,
that
you didn't hear any of that. But I'm pretty sure it's there's just plants in it.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure.
all right. I'm interested because I think that veganism is the future of humanity, not by choice. I think we're gonna run out of animals.
Yeah, and space to hold them, and
Yeah, especially if we go to space.
that's a good point. Imagine trying to take like cattle with you into space. No way.
Did you just see that bullshit? Oh, it worked. Never mind. I thought it disappeared. Get him. Get him.
Oh, does that bring them on your team?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Get him.
I think it ended.
Wow. Way to waste my opportunity, man. You sold your sword to me, and then you sold your soul.
Yeah, I just really hope that the Beyond Meat thing works, and I hope that they start bringing out other types of meat, because we all when we see factory farming, we hate the idea of it,
Yeah.
but we don't have like a solid solution at the moment. So I'm just excited to see the solutions are starting to, this is no longer watching YouTube videos of a company who's starting to work on it. Like they have it at Tim Hortons. They have it at like the Canadian chain that everybody always thinks about when they think of Canadian brands.
It's also at ow.
What? Ow. Really?
Yeah.
They got it. They got it there.
Yeah.
Along with their root beer.
Along with their root beer.
Root beer.
That was a very subtle SpongeBob joke. Remember how the plankton's like root beer?
Oh yeah. What if I gave you root beer? Root beer. Oh my
They're all
God.
hicks and shit like that.
That's so funny.
All right, next time we'll find that exit. I promise.
Yeah, get the exit. Get the exit.